All right, there are several phases in digestion. The first one is called ingestion, where you take in food. This is typically in the mouth. There's movement that is mostly in the esophagus, but there can be movement that occurs through the stomach and intestines. Mechanical and chemical digestion, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. There's two types of digestion. Absorption, this is what mainly goes on in the small intestine. It's where the food gets broken down in smaller components and those get delivered to the bloodstream. And then there's elimination, obviously. That is getting rid of wastes, usually by the large intestine. All right, so what's the difference between mechanical and physical digestion? Mechanical digestion is where you physically break down food into smaller pieces. It makes it easier to digest when it's in smaller pieces. This occurs mainly in the stomach and the mouth. It involves chewing, tearing, grinding, mashing, and mixing. And then there's chemical digestion, which involves chemical reactions where enzymes are used to break down bigger molecules like carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids into their smaller molecules, carbohydrates into monosaccharides, proteins into amino acids, and lipids into fatty acids. And then these smaller molecules are what get absorbed into the bloodstream. So here are the structures of the digestive system. Obviously the mouth. The pharynx we've talked about already. It's in the back of the mouth. The esophagus is this green tube. It connects the mouth to the stomach. The stomach here is red. The small intestine here is pink. The large intestine is brown. And the rectum is down here at the bottom, the lower part of the brown. There are two other organs here. This is the liver and the gallbladder. We're going to learn these are accessory organs of the digestive system. And over here in yellow, that is the pancreas. We'll learn about that in a little bit. All right, so the first part I want to talk about is the mouth. Obviously, it's used mainly for mechanical breakdown, chewing it into smaller pieces. But there's some chemical breakdown that goes on in the mouth also. There's some enzymes, especially one called salivary amylase, obviously released by the saliva. And amylase is used to break down starch, which is a carbohydrate, into its simple sugars. So it starts the breakdown of starch. Obviously, there are taste buds on your tongue to help you taste things. There are teeth. We're going to talk about teeth. Deciduous teeth over here. This is your baby teeth. And then we have permanent teeth. And you're going to need to know this teeth formula right here. The teeth formula is 2, 1, 2, 3 on the top and 2, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. All right. And that is going from basically the middle over. And I'll talk about those here. So basically you have two incisors. So starting from the middle, if I draw a line here, starting here, these two are incisors. So that's the two. Going next, you have one here, which is a canine tooth. That's like the long teeth that are like in your cats and dogs. Those are the long pointy ones. You have one of those. Next, you have two here, which I have listed over here, are premolars. And then you have 3 molars. They're your last ones. All right, so you can see here 2, 1, 2, 3. That's 5, 6, 7, 8 teeth on this side. And then you have 8 teeth on this side, which is why we multiply by 2. Your bottom ones have the exact same teeth, which is why it's the same on the bottom. And then on the other side would be times 2. So that means if you have 8 here and 8 here, that's 16. And 16 on the bottom, you would have 32 total teeth. So you need to know this.